What's up guys, today I'm going to show you how to do a head swap for a head with a larger socket onto a figure that has a smaller ball joint in the neck. For today's exercise, we're going to be looking at a G.I. Joe Classified Series Baroness from the Snake Eyes movie Wave, and the figure contributing the head would be the Marvel Legends Jessica Drew Spider-Woman from the Lizard Build-A-Figure Wave. I also hope that you find this video interesting because the head swaps will be across two different action figure series. So I picked up the Baroness action figure because I thought her outfit was a nice design from the Snake Eyes movie. However, in hand, that head sculpt is pretty poor. It does a really bad job of capturing Ursula Corbero's likeness, and the hairstyle is not really classic Baroness, which should be a long, straight hairstyle, much like Jessica Drew over here. But this hairstyle is sort of accurate to the character's design in the Snake Eyes movie, so this fault is more of a character design issue. The great thing about this Jessica Drew Spider-Woman action figure is that I managed to pick her up cheap. She's got a pretty head sculpt, definitely closer to what a classic Baroness should look like, and the best part is that she also comes with a pair of glasses. These glasses can also be removed, and now you have a better look at her face. Sharp sculpting and paint all over. Definitely quite a good use in order to get a more classic looking Baroness. Popping both heads off, the good news is that both ball joints sit at about the same height from the top of the neck. So that means that Jessica Drew's head sculpt does sit a good height on the Baroness body. However, this ball joint is much larger than the Baroness one. So Jessica Drew's head sits really loose on this one. There's no grip and the head does not stay on at all. So what I'm gonna do is use a little bit of cheap heat shrink tubing. The heat shrink tubing that I'm using over here is 5mm in diameter, and it slides just nice over that Baroness ball joint. The ball joint for Baroness is about 5 to 6mm in diameter. I'm gonna cater a little bit of excess and cut off about 8mm of that sleeve from the heat shrink tubing, sliding that little bit of heat shrink tubing onto the ball joint. And now we want to heat the heat shrink in order to get a snug fit onto that ball joint, and I'll be using a hair dryer. So just blasting that hair dryer over that heat shrink and watching that sleeve just fit around that ball joint. I clipped off some of the excess of the heat shrink tubing at the top, and right now trying to test fit that head, and it's still a little loose, so we can continue to add another layer on top of this. And this is what the ball joint finally looks like after all that thickening. I actually used 2 layers of 5mm heat shrink and another 2 layers of 7mm heat shrink, so that's 4 layers in total. You notice that I made sure not to thicken the top of the ball joint, because that would actually make the head sit even higher and make that neck look too long. And here she is with the Jessica Drew Spider-Woman head popped on. The difference in skin tone is actually less obvious in person, and the original Baroness glasses also fit on just fine onto this head as well. I think she now looks better than the original, and posing her beside Cobra Commander and Destro is so satisfying. So this is how you do head swaps between figures that have different ball joints, sizes. You can thicken the smaller ball joint with a couple of layers of cheap heat shrink. And this technique also works between figures from different lines, as I've demonstrated over here, moving the Marvel Legends head onto a G.I. Joe classified body. So I hope you found this video useful. Please like and share this video, let me know what you think in the comments below, and subscribe to my channel for more toy reviews and modifications. Thanks for watching, take care and stay safe.